All right, we're live. Sounds great. Hey, welcome everybody to the Tibane Labs weekly update. It's Friday, March 13th, 2026. Here with George and, of course, Mark. This is week 5. Is that right, Mark? Are we on week 5 now?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, I think this is week 5. And lots of stuff to talk about. First and foremost, Mark, how was your week? How are things, and how are you doing?
Well, it's been a busy week. I'm doing okay. And I've got a few updates on. I mean, we have got a few things I think we can talk about today. So,
Yeah, I think so. There's been some stuff happening. Pretty interesting. George, good to have you here, man. How are you doing today?
Good morning, dude. Just hanging out right now, about to cook up some food and chat with y'all. That's about it.
Awesome. Awesome, brother. Glad to have you here. Glad to have Mark here, obviously. Uh, this is going to be a fun one. I think this is going to be a fun one. So if you guys are listening, let me go to the X account and put out a repost of the live stream from your account, Mark, from Tibane and my X account. But there's been quite a few developments going on in the background. Work has never stopped. Actually, you've been working a lot. Did I lose the stream? No, I'm still good. No, you've been working a lot, like nonstop, cooking on a lot of stuff. So where do you want to start? What do you want to talk about first?
good question. What should we start with? Because we've got. I don't remember actually the rebranding was before or after, but we've got the rebranding. We got.
Yeah, this is the first official Tibane Labs, so I guess we could start there. Yeah, so you can talk about that, or I can, or we both can. But this is the first official Tibane Labs. The X account is now at Tibane Labs on X. It was rebranded from Chief Pussy, which I guess that's a great way to clear it up. You know, the token will always be Chief Pussy. That's the lore of how all this stuff got started on Solana, with Mark coming on to Solana and becoming a dev and doing all the amazing things he's doing. But what you're building is a very serious and quite awesome utility suite. And through just talking with some people, I know I was trying to onboard the token and to allow people to the platform. And I was getting some pushback because, leading with the token name Chief Pussy put some people off. And ultimately the meme is about Tibane the cat, your cat, and it's about you and your history and lore at Mt. Gox. And the company was originally called Tibane. That was the controlling company of Mt. Gox, and everything you've been building is part of a utility suite that's supportive of the Chief Pussy token and Chief Pussy community, but it's separate. So if people are having problems with the name, and later on they won't, once FOMO kicks in, they won't care. But for certain people, they're saying, well, I don't know if I want to post this or that. And that's fine. So it's much easier to bring people into the ecosystem, onboard them to Tibane Labs and Tibane.net rather than chiefpussy.com. Ultimately the ecosystem will pussy post the project. But I think Tibane Labs is the business up front, and Chief Pussy is the party in the back, but they're the same entity. The way I classified it to some people is, when you have a highway, there's a service road to the side, and they both go to the same directions. But one might have a little bit more parties going on it than the other. One's got a little more, got the suit and the tie on, but they're the same entity. What do you feel about that, Mark? And what do you think about how it's been going so far since then?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some people reacting to the name too, so I do think it's a good idea. And I mean, rebranding on the technical side is not very difficult, so that went fairly nicely, I believe. All the links still work. Everything is redirected cleanly, so on a purely technical side, I'm quite happy on how it went.
That's good. And I agree. I think it went smoothly. I've got to say, since we've made the shift over, it was pretty much right after the last stream last week, maybe Friday or Saturday, we talked about it and decided to do it. I've had positive feedback since then. We've onboarded. There's 2 brand new tickers, which we can talk about live, that are live in the staking pool on Tibane.net. projects. There's a third I'm in the talks with of bringing on right now, and another that I'm trying to, we're still in the talking stages because it's Solana and everyone's always hesitant to try new things. But I've had significant greater strides on my end of showing the tech to people and the platform utility suite to people and having them say, okay, and then they're open to sharing and talking about hosting staking pools on Tibane.net and using the incinerator and all those other things. And due to greater usage of the utility suite, it'll lead to greater support of Chief Pussy. So really, it's not closing off an avenue. It's not denying a token or anything like that. It's opening a side door to make onboarding easier. And from this week, it's been pretty successful. So I think it's working, and I feel good about it.
Great. And yes, I mean, I'm open to a lot of things. I built this based on the community. So initially, when we had the name Chief Pussy, I went with it. But I guess the community's choice, or more exactly, the larger public choice, to not have to say Chief Pussy. So
no, I got to give you props for just being a big chat and coming out and being just pussy posting left and right. It was really something to see. But like we've talked about how you're sort of a first mover or a first adopter. So it's not shocking to me that you were willing to just pussy post all over the timeline.
yeah, I mean, I found the idea funny more than anything. So I thought, yeah, I mean, the meme culture, you've got all sorts of coins, so why not?
It is funny, and that's the real beauty of it. And like I said, we've talked about this before. I had some people saying like, "Oh, how am I supposed to take this name seriously?" It's like, you're not. It's a meme, dude. It's supposed to be funny. That's the whole point. Hello. But now, but at the same time, we don't want that to detract from the very serious, very important set of utilities over at Tibane.net. So it's really the best of both worlds. If you're someone who's a very serious suit and tie type, and you don't like, and you're on the salami chain, and yet you refuse to acknowledge memes, you're like, and they gotta send you on the timeline. We like memes, I swear. You can still talk about Tibane.net, and you don't got a pussy post, and you don't gotta be a pussy Max and Chad to do that, right? You can just say, oh, we like Tibane. Tibane.net's great. Yeah, Mark's utility suite. It's awesome. And yet it still puts people's eyes in the same place ultimately. So yeah, so this is the first Tibane Labs weekly update on Fridays. It'll be Tibane Labs weekly updates from now on. If you've hearing us for the first time, please go follow the X at Tibane Labs. Follow Mark, obviously, George, myself, if you feel like it, and check out the utilities at Tibane.net. There's staking for any SPL or 2022 token, which we're going to talk about in a minute. A zero fee tip optional incinerator for tokens and for reclaiming account rents. And there's the CTO monitor for pump fund fee changes and CTOs on there as well. So that's pretty much the update for the utility suite. What do we want? Where do we gravitate to next? Let me look at I put the posts out. I put the post out from the main account, so that's good. Let me go to my X account and put it out as well. Next order of business, Mark. Do you have one?
Actually, I might. I'm just waiting to see if it's going to work.
Oh, really?
Oh, it seems that it might be working.
Oh, really?
Yes, so I'm doing this a little bit in real time. So
you keep doing that. You keep doing that every week,
yeah, and because it's the first time I do what I'm doing right now.
No, that's the best part about it. You're literally building in public. Like one of the first streams we did with this setup, you put through the Bitcoin proposal, which made news pretty much everywhere. And then last week we had stuff going on, and then this week you're building stuff in live time as well. So it's amazing.
Okay, it says that it's going to take a few days for review.
Oh, okay. You submitted the thing.
Yes, I did submit the thing. Just going to make sure first that there's nothing bad on the screen, and I'm going to share it.
Awesome.
Share screen.
I think I've talked with quite a few people. I have some close friends, and I don't know, like the attention economy is such a big deal, and it's hard to always get people on the same page. But once I've had a few people sort of dial into what's going on with Tibane Labs and Chief Pussy and what you're doing on Solana, they're like, "Oh wow, Mark's really serious about this." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, he's actually very serious about this." So I'm
Okay,
excited for
I'm
this.
ready to share a little screen.
Yeah, let's see it.
I was hoping actually to have more. Actually, maybe I can do that on the. Yeah, that will be a lot better. I'm going to be sharing this.
Okay. Aha. Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, that is the creator dashboard for the Solana mobile Seeker dApp store. Is that correct?
Exactly, yes.
And there's the preview page for our dApp store page.
Yes.
So Tibane's going mobile. Is that
Exactly.
What's that?
It's the first version of the app. So right now I'm just taking the basic features we had on the website. I'm bringing this on the app. But there will be some things that you can do specifically with the app, especially connected to the Seeker token.
Oh, really? I didn't know about that.
But yeah, this is the first version. So I'm starting with a base to make sure that things work. You already have one feature that's not in the website, is that you can have favorite tokens. So you can quickly access your staking pools and so on without having to search or type or copy the address each time.
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool feature.
I love the cat returns.
I love it too.
Great touch. Great touch.
Yeah, we're Miyazaki fans here, so that one slaps.
Yeah, I mean, the cat is back.
The
So
cat's
the cat returns.
back.
I mean, the cat has returned.
The cats, but we've been throwing around some stuff in the back channels, little slogans and stuff. So I like that one. The cat returns. That's hot, man. That's good. Taban's back, and he's loosing the salami chain. People got to get used to it, man. They got to wake up.
Yeah. So here we are. This is now. It says it's 3 to 4 days for release, so I don't know exactly how long it will take. It's my first time releasing this. I didn't have access to the Solana publisher interface for a while, so it took a little bit of work to get access.
Yeah, but they did fix it ultimately, and you got in.
So here I am.
So no, it's huge. It's really huge. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, no, I was hoping to be able to show more things. I guess maybe I can show a little bit more from this. Let me test something. Yeah. I'm going to try something and see if I can.
If not, it's just a huge announcement. I mean, how many memes on Solana, and that's why I struggled. I made a post earlier. I was like, when people figure out that Chief Pussy and Tibane Labs have more utility than most alts, like, and that's really true. Because how many tokens, even the biggest tokens on Solana, have a dApp on the Seeker? Like how many? Like not many. That's the answer. Not many. I actually can't think of one on top of my head. I mean, there's like the sort of big outfits on Solana, like Jupiter and things like that have a Seeker dApp. But as far as like homegrown token communities, not many. George, do you know of any?
No, not on. Honestly, I don't know many apps alone at all on Seeker. So I think that just being an app alone out is a great feat for Seeker.
Yeah.
Because they don't have many. They don't have many. So
well, and like that, it's their big push right now. Like they really want like I think it was probably not even a month or two ago. Totally put a post out. He's like make dApps and use the Seeker token. Like that's what we want. Like I mean, there's no ETH phone. I guess there sort of was one. I think I don't remember if it was like it's like a Square. I don't know if that ever took off or not. But like it's kind of a big infrastructure undertaking to like make your own phone and all this other stuff and build the vault in and all everything. So obviously they want it to be a success, and so I think it's huge that Mark has now put us there, and that's you've been working on it really hard all week, and we appreciate it. It's huge, and it's cool. K is in the chat. He says 100, fire. The mobile app will be doing the same features as the lab's website, he asks.
Yes.
Yes. And then some added features like favoriting tokens and things. Is that right, Mark?
Yes, that's the idea.
And then you said something else that might be in there as well. There's another little hidden thing in there we're not talking about yet. You want to save that for later?
Which part do you?
You said there was something. We'll figure it out. We'll see it when it goes live. We can run through it and make videos about it when it goes live. But I think it's huge. I think that's great that we're gonna have a secret app. It's huge.
Okay, I was checking something, but it's not working. So, yeah. I was hoping that maybe I could share my mobile screen, so I could maybe show around the app, but it's not that easy, unfortunately.
Once it goes live, I can. Well, can I screen record from the Seeker? I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out when it goes live if we can screen record from the Seeker or not. We'll definitely get some videos out one way or the other using the app and everything like that. So, huge, and thank you. I think it's just massively part of that. It's obviously a huge push for Solana, and we're right in the middle of something that's extremely current and timely for the chain. And this way, it'll be greater exposure for all the apps you've built so far, the utilities you've built so far, and the new ones you put out as well. So, and also, not to cut you off, I'll let you go. Sorry. It's also great exposure for any project that opens a pool on Tibane.net. You're now going to be part of the Solana, the Seeker ecosystem, the Seeker mobile dApp ecosystem. Your project will show up in the Pool Explorer on the dApp, and people download it. So that really can't be understated either. It's a whole new area of exposure for tokens that are using the utilities on Tibane.net.
Yeah, and I'm, by the way, showing right now the screenshots.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, I see it. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Bigger. So yeah, some of the screens I've got. So it's the same UI adapted for mobile, so it looks mobile native.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically going to be native, so it will work very quickly. It will work with your Seeker address. It integrates directly with the embedded wallet.
The Seed Vault TM you're talking about, provided by Soulflare.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. I really do like. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's about it for the app. Unless you want to add something.
I don't think I've got anything else. I think it looks. I gotta say, I think it looks cool. The color and UI scheme you picked for the website is really good. I like the Tibane orange and the black. That's nice. It looks really good. That's a clean UI. It looks good in the mobile format too. That's nice.
Yep. So I'm hoping to continue updating the app alongside the website as we add more features.
Yeah, we've been talking about some more stuff in the background.
Yes.
So, yeah, some things that are kind of exciting. Like what just like my favorite KOL and personal life idol, Orangey. We're just getting started. we're just getting started, boys. Oh man. George, is there anything you want to talk about specifically, like project wise, or just on your mind, or anything?
No, not too much. Honestly, I was gonna let Mark take it away. I know he was saying that he was gonna maybe we touch on a little bit of more Mark history to get people, um, I guess, in tune with what Mark's done previously, because I know a lot of people don't know about him. So maybe we could, ask him a couple questions and kind of get people up to speed on Mark.
That's not a bad idea. So I've got one, and I think that's true. I think a lot of our contemporaries on Solana are, a lot of them have started trading tokens and memes and in coins and cryptocurrency a few cycles after Mount Gox. Probably more than one. So one thing that I saw when I was looking around, and I'm not the most well-versed person either. Did you were involved with Bitcoin like at the early days, right? Like you put through a proposal to push to an update to Bitcoin Core Git like a couple weeks ago, but did you actually like push suggestions to like block sizes and things back in the day? Were you doing all that stuff back, early Mount Gox days, before Mount Gox days? Like what's your like earliest involvement with Bitcoin, I guess? That's my question.
Yeah, I did push quite a few things, and I think the only thing that I pushed for, and I believe everyone agreed with, and that was done, was to change not a protocol thing, but the framework used by the Bitcoin UI. Because when Bitcoin was made, it was using WX widget, and I was not thrilled by it, to say the least. So I just told it a bit. People were not really looking for change at the time. So I started making my own version using Qt. And actually, Bitcoin did switch to using Qt.
Oh, really? So you were influential on the protocol?
Yeah, I don't know how much influence came from me, because other people actually agreed that the base widget was bad, and it's objectively bad. But I do think that I was probably the first person to try to push for Qt and actually start to write code for that.
That's huge. And now you're doing code for the first thing for things on Solana. All this time later. So really, there's a connect. You hear that, you spaghetti heads? There's your connection. Right? Bro was in the earliest code of the earliest cryptocurrency, and now he's on your chain where you're all sniping each other to pieces. All right, making stuff for you. I think that's awesome, man. So because I know, like, I've done some research, and they were saying that you were pushing for updates and things. When was that? Probably 2010, 2011?
Yes, I mean, even when the Mongox bankruptcy happened, I pushed strongly, because we saw that some Bitcoins were stolen through the famous transaction malleability. And it turned out to not be the main cause of how Bitcoins were stolen from Mongox, but it was still fairly big. And basically, I had to go through a lot of discussions to say, yes, we did lose Bitcoin to that. Another exchange was also hacked the same way. And nowadays, Bitcoin has transaction malleability protection. So that's also something that didn't exist back in the time.
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, transaction malleability, to say things very simply, it's that when you do a transaction, you have a hash that allows you to track this transaction, but anyone can modify it on the chain before it gets into the blockchain. So
they could modify the TX hash before it went through.
Yes.
Oh, that's a pretty big security issue.
Yeah, I mean, for most people, if you send someone 2 Bitcoins, even if the hash changes, you will see in your history that you sent this guy 2 Bitcoins. But for Mongox, where we were dealing with thousands of transfers each day,
right,
it was not possible to just track transfers based on the recipient. So we would track those by hash. And while there has been some discussion before about transformability, actually there was not much.
Well, I think that's something that people don't really understand about is what when you were in charge of Mount Gox and back then, it was such early days, and you guys were dealing with transfer volumes that 10x, 100x, like at the peak of Mount Gox versus when you started. How much more volume were you guys dealing with versus when you started? Would you say roughly?
Yeah, I mean, we started with 6,000 customers to reach 1 million customers, so that was really
Yeah, that's insane. And you're doing it when the tech doesn't really it's not been built yet to like facilitate all this. Like you are the facilitator of it. Like that's it. That's pretty amazing.
When we reached, I think, about 1 million, or maybe I don't remember exactly how many, but we reached so many Bitcoin addresses with the Bitcoin client that the Bitcoin client was actually getting very slow, and it was getting unusable. So we had a lot of things like that. And that's one of the reasons why I try to work on the Bitcoin client to make it more scalable. And it did become more scalable, so that's good.
No, that's great, man. It's great lore and it's great history to hear you talk about that kind of stuff, and I think it adds a lot of context. So I appreciate it. George, do you have a question for Mark?
I was just going to ask, do you plan on doing any future work on any other blockchains besides Solana? Do you have like anything, in the works, in talks with Bitcoin maybe again, or any other blockchains are you thinking about going to?
Right now, I'm very much Solana centered. Like even work I'm doing, for example, for Chosen, is being currently made on Solana.
That's good. That's good to hear. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm bolstered by that, and I think you're in the right place. Like if you're reading the weather vanes, everybody and everything's piling into Solana right now. MasterCard just announced that they're going to be using Solana now.
A lot of liquidity on Solana.
Yeah, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And like, we're trading stocks, we're trading RWAs. There's people building like mortgage companies. Like I said, every bank and credit card is now trying to go into Solana. So I think you're in the right place. I think it's a great place. And the crazy part to me is, and what's really illustrated by what you're doing here with Tibane Labs is there's room to grow and build something, and it's still early in that sense. Like this is like the biggest attention economy, and yet somehow there's still land to claim to suck up for attention, which is wild to me. I don't know how that can be like that. Everyone is talking about Solana, and yet there's room for you to come in here and just start at an organic level with a meme coin like Chief Pussy and Tibane Labs, and just stake claim, which you already have here. Like I said, I think Tibane Labs is a suite of utilities comparable to anything else on the chain, like any other outfits on the chain, and it's going to get bigger and better. So I'm actually really excited to see you build and grow as a Solana dev and as a force in the Solana ecosystem. So I think it's great to hear that that's your main focus, and I think just gut feel it's going to be rewarding both for you and for Solana in general. I really do.
Yeah, Solana has a lot of very good things, especially on the technical side. As I said a number of times before, the only thing I'm a bit worried about is scaling over time. But that's something that, I mean, the only way I could do something about it would be to create a new chain, and maybe I might one day, but that's not today.
but not today. No, really, they got like with the incinerator, you're already potentially saving them 1% state load, so they just got to get you to make some more stuff. That's all. No, that's amazing. Is there any other thing? Like, okay, so those are great questions, and that's actually huge news that you're very committed towards building on Solana. It's extremely bullish, both what we're doing here and for Solana ecosystem in general. Is there anything specifically you want to talk about, Mark, about your history or what's going on or what's been happening?
For now, I mean, I do have some things that are coming. I was hoping would be ready today, but will be ready, I believe, next week.
Awesome.
On the things I already talked about, there's this publishing the VP.NET app on the Seeker.
You're going to publish a VP.NET app to the Seeker as well, is what you're saying.
Yes.
I think that's huge.
That will allow you to directly go through the whole registration process and everything and pay with Seeker tokens directly.
Awesome. Which is something else totally asked for directly, is people to make dApps and use the Seeker token. He wanted it's just a logical conclusion of having a token is you want it used for things. So that's actually a huge announcement as well. So Mark's associated VPN, VP.NET, which is cryptographically private through Intel SGX enclave, so no one can see your traffic history.
And we use WireGuard in the background, which use the same signature and encryption technology as Solana.
Oh, really?
Yes, both are ED25519. So there are some interesting things that can be done over there, actually.
Awesome. And now you're saying that people will be able to sign up for services on VP.NET through with using Seeker tokens once that app publishes, as well as the Seeker's dApp store.
Yeah,
it's huge.
That's the goal here.
That's huge. I mean, I can see VP.NET becoming the de facto VPN to service the Seeker network. I can see it. I mean, it's huge, you know. So I wish you luck for it. I'll install it on mine once it's in I have a VP.NET account, so I'll put it on my Seeker as soon as on the dApp store, and I'll log in. Yeah, I'll leave you a nice feedback review. I'll give you 5 stars.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how many users we're going to get using the Seeker.
Well, what's interesting too is Solana did just push an update saying they're allowing the Seeker OS as for general Android hardware as well. So I think it'll extend what you publish there is going to extend beyond just the Seeker hardware, which is amazing. But I think people are going to be able to actually use the actual operating system as well. From what I think I'm right on that. Did you see that, Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you've got a pretty wide base there, and I think it's smart for Solana to do that as well. So I wish you luck. I will help tell people about it. I've sold a couple phones. I don't know where to send my referral code. Totally won't answer me. He won't answer me. I've tried to submit my code. I don't know where to submit it, but I will help onboard people to the Salami Phone VP.NET app as soon as it's live. I promise.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we can also update on the staking pool, which is our main product.
Yeah, so there's been some updates to that. If we go to the staking pool list, explore tools, click staking, website looks nice, very clean. So there's the pool list, the actual update.
Let me share this on the screen, actually.
Yeah, let's do that. So we do have some new projects that are now utilizing the staking pool, with a couple in the wings coming through as well. AziX says, first of all, Maximum Reality says, this is awesome, Mark. Huge for the Tibane ecosystems. True. Klishnikov says, eyes. Yeah, he may know about some stuff. So, and AziX says, Solana is a mobile network, and Mark is building exactly what people need. True. That's very true. So we're back here. We're on the staking pool Explorer. And we can see that at the very top of the Explorer right now is Tibane the cat, Chief Pussy, the token that is supported by the Tibane.net ecosystem. Just over 21 SOL and rewards chilling in there, and over 20% staked now as well, which is actually quite a milestone. 20.12% staked of supply on Tibane.net. Go ahead, Mark.
No, I was just agreeing. That's quite a bit.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit, and it's exciting to see that. And then we have there's a pair of cat balls there. Yeah. I think the official translation is meow balls. And then there's the two new tokens this week that onboarded. There's a friend. Is that Miguel's token, George? I think I saw that on the timeline.
Yeah, that's Miguel's token, shitcoin maxing.
Shitcoin maxing, or shitcoin maxing live on Tibane.net, on Tibane Labs. They've got I think they're sending 50% fees to their pool. And then we have Flash Screener, which opened up as well just today, and that was an actual an SPL token on board, which the originally. So I guess we can announce that the original staking protocol supported SPL to SPL 2022 tokens, the new standard on Solana, but Mark was able to work and push through an update that now the staking pool supports all tokens on the Solana network, specifically pump tokens for verification of pool ownership. So if you have an older token on Solana, you can now come and set up your staking pool as well. And actually, through what you put together, you're now able to split fees for SPL tokens on Pump through Tibane Labs. Is that right, Mark?
Yes. I mean, the way it works on chain is very simple because the fee splitting program is independent from the token, so you can just enable it on any token.
Yeah, so now it works for any. So the way that the Solana pool works is it checks for ownership either if you are the deployer of the token or you are the address owner of the fees on the service. Is that right? So like if you're the CTO admin receiving fees from Pump, you will be able to set up a pool, or you're the token deployer, you'll be able to set up a pool.
Yes, quite a few checks I do. I recognize pump fund method, which actually is the creator of the token is connected to the bonding curve. I also recognize the fee admin, which is when you enable fee splitting, you have an account that is the admin that can decide to reallocate fees. So I also allow creating, this account to create a staking pool. And the final thing I recognize is the update right on the token metadata, which typically for pump.fun is not enabled. But if you have a token on a different platform, it might be your address, which will allow you to just create basically a staking pool for a token that's not on pump.fun.
No, that's huge, and then that gives people assurance when they're looking at. Okay, gives them assurance when they're looking at the pool. They can, this is set up by who it's supposed to be set up by, and when they're looking through the list, if you don't have the ability to, if you don't have the authority to either be the token dev or fee receiver on Pump, it'll say, oh, you can't set this token up, and this is who's able to do it, which is huge.
Yeah, I put the address because I know sometimes people have multiple wallets, so it can be a good reminder to know which wallet it is.
George, can you take over for 1 second? I got to take care of something really quickly.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry?
I think Van had to go take care of something. Really.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, the thing we are talking about here, we've got Flash Screener, which is a SPL token that has a staking pool that set up, so that works. And same thing we talked before, if you have a token, pump.fun or even not pump.fun, any token, and you want to create a staking pool and you're not sure how to do, you can DM me, you can DM Van, you can DM anyone from the team and ask, and we'll be happy to help.
Yeah, so now anyone has the option, even if you have an older pump fund token, even on Radium, you can now stake your token. So any SPL, any 2022 token will be able to be staked. Granted, some tokens, older tokens that have graduated before the fee staking platform or creator rewards won't get creator rewards, but you can still stake the tokens.
I'm back. Yeah, that's an important distinction. The way it works is the novel part of the platform is you're able to automatically split your fees from PumpSwap on SPL or 2022 tokens now. But there is a direct deposit option as well. So even if your token is not set up to receive fees from Pump Fund, and you have one of those older graduated Radium contracts, you can still, if you have a source of revenue for your token or project, you can still manually deposit rewards for your stakers. You can also use that to, let's say that you guys have a certain campaign goal, a fundraiser goal, or like a promotion where, oh, let's reach 500 followers on the X or something like that, and we'll put an extra Solana into the staking pool. You can do that as well. So you can both be receiving fees from PumpSwap and also manually deposit fees as well. So this is really open to any token on the Solana network right now that exists. There may be some hiccups if you don't meet the exact verification requirements. The way it's set up automatically, and you can just reach out through DM to any of us, and we'll go over it with you and figure it out and how you can get a pool set up if you want to do that. If you're in one of those edge cases where your token is too old or whatever is going on and it doesn't meet the way you want to do it, we can figure it out and work with you and get you set up to use the platform.
Yeah, and it's always interesting to see different kinds of setup, because for me, there's a lot of things which are still new. So I'm discovering a lot of things on Solana. So there might be things I haven't planned for yet in this token system. So if you want to try it and it doesn't work, just let me know.
Yeah, no, and it's going to continue to evolve, and there'll be new things added. This is just version 1, like still technically in beta, adding new things all the time. So there's going to be edge cases that pop up, and we want you guys to use the platform. Again, it's 0 fees. Yeah, 0 fees to deploy a pool, except for your standard Solana transaction fees. It's 0 fees to maintain the pool for stakers, or for you to put the fees to automatically go in there from Pump, or for your deposit. Just standard Solana transaction fees, whatever that is, fractions of a penny. Other than that, it costs you nothing. It costs you nothing to use this. We want you guys to come on Tibane.net, use the platform, try it out, tell people about it. And yeah, that's a highlight. We can talk about this next because this is a fairly big news development. Mark, I do have to go in about 15 minutes. I don't know if you guys want to keep going after that, but
I guess we can. I mean, once we've covered this subject specifically, I think we're good for today.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we covered pretty much everything else, unless I'm forgetting something. But Kay says, and this is the really fun part that we were looking at right before we came live, which I found super interesting. Kay says, the crazy part is that the Pump Fund UI updates once you create a bond pool and lets you share the fees. That was wild for me, not gonna lie. Yeah, so what he's referencing is Flash Screener is an older SPL token. It's on the Pump Fund. It's on the Pump Fund, the Pump Swap fee sharing program, but it's an older SPL token, which, according to all sources that were known at the time, you were not able to split fees, and you are not able to split the fees between multiple parties. Apparently, with what Mark has deployed, Mark, if you use the Tibane.net UI, you can change how many people receive fees for an SPL token, an existing token, on the Pump Swap LP. And after you do that with Flash Screener, it actually forced the Pump Fund UI to update and show fees as if it were an SPL 2022 token. So you heard that right. And Mark made this picture, and I told him he had to show it on the stream. It's Mark with his free booth, his free moisturized booth, and his kimono, which is a story about that. with his the lemon water is what sent me the most. The little jar of lemon water. So when you come up to upgrade your Pump Fund SPL tokens to share fees for free, all you got to do is go to Tibane.net, open a pool, which is free, a few clicks, and change your receivers on the UI to have multiple receivers, and it will actually push an update for your token on Pump.Fund, and it will update the UI on your SPL token on Pump Fund to the new version that supports SPL 2022 tokens. So upgrade your tokens for fee sharing for all on Tibane.net and Pump.Fund.
Yeah, it's quite funny that I didn't know that it was not possible. I mean, that it was not supposed to be possible, I guess.
Yeah, I think I can't find a specific statement about it, but they never acted like you could do it. But now you can. Thanks, Mark.
This is the second time Mark's hacked Pump Fund.
Yeah, this is the second time. Mark hacked Pump Fund the first time to do the feed distribution. He had to hack you through the Tibane.net UI to get the fees to distribute that way for SPL 2022 tokens. And now he's done it again for SPL tokens. And it's such a significant actual hack that it actually forces the UI of your token on Pump Fund to upgrade to the new one. And it shows you multiple fee receivers and shows you the option to split your fees on Pump for older SPL tokens, which there's, as far as anyone knows, there's no other way to do that except this way. So it's really funny.
Yeah, I'm still surprised actually that it's not possible through the Pump Fund UI.
I mean, they don't. Well, they can just go to Tibane.net and open up a pool, and it's possible now. They can change it how they want after that.
And I will pick up one question, by the way. Application for iOS and Android. I can try to push the application I made on iOS and Android. It's not guaranteed that it will go through because the application requires to have a wallet. It's not a standalone wallet. So I might need to add some more features to it for it to be able to be accepted by iOS, for example. But that's something that might be possible. So I will look into it. It's not high priority. It's not going to be done next week. But that's a good idea, I think.
Don't worry about it. Jack owns the secret anyway. Trust me, I know. But no, that's a good idea. Something to look at down the road. Let's get that Solana post first, though. Let's get that Solana mobile repost, and then you can go make an Apple app. Yeah, I like that kimono, Mark. You were telling us a little bit about that. Is that there's lore around that, right? Do you want to talk about that or no?
Yeah, I mean, I can talk about it because that kimono I actually had made a few years back. I have a friend who is a Japanese person who is very much into kimono, who works at a kimono store, and introduced me to some artists and people who actually make kimono. So when you buy a real kimono in Japan, typically you start by choosing a roll of fabric. You get measurement, and they make the kimono based on this, and you can get some additions and things like that. And there was this quite famous artist. I'm not going to name him without authorization, but he's someone who's very well known in this industry, and typically writes illustrations for maki, which is basically rolls of paper you put on your wall, and these kind of things. And he doesn't do kimono. And somehow I met him, we talked a little bit, and my friend told him that he really should write something for me, and he actually agreed to it. So this is a very unique kimono because the dragon, which we only see a little part, it's actually seeing from the back is much bigger. But this is something very unique I got.
So you're saying you got a legendary drop, and you're aura farming in it. That's what you're saying. That's what you throw on when you want to farm aura.
Yeah, that's a legendary item. There's only one of it.
Sick. So that's peak. That's legendary. That's unique. Then I guess that's even above legendary. Oh,
Yeah,
it looks sick, man. When you posted that picture, you had me rolling, bro. I love it. We're gonna have to put that on the meme site. That was so good.
actually, let me upload it.
Yeah, do that before somebody steals it from you.
Okay. Upload. I uploaded the full version, so
Nice. I'll go like it in just a few minutes. But no, I appreciate that. I saw that, and you like there was a backstory to it, and I was like, wow, you got unique drip. You're just aura farming on us with it. But that's such a good picture, man. It's so funny, and I think Pump's gonna have to acknowledge that you've for the second time they wanted to build in public. Mark's doing the hack in public.
yeah, isn't that what you're supposed to do in a hackathon?
Theoretically, yeah, that's what a hackathon's supposed to be. So you understood the assignment. Maybe nobody else did. All right, I think I covered all the things I want to talk about this week. Again, we have some more tokens that are coming on board. I'm talking to in the background. Some interesting projects that have come on to use the platform and use the staking pools. George, is there anything else you wanted to cover?
No, I think we covered it. The Staker DApp, the Seeker DApp, sorry, and you guys went over the pools already and people who are coming into the pool with Flash Screener and shitcoin maxing. So I think that kind of covers all the updates for this week.
Yeah, and I think that's something people need to be cognizant of. We will talk about the tokens that come on and use the platform. So not only is it free, free to use the pools, free to set the pools, free to give rewards to your holders and token users. We'll talk about it when new tokens come through and they use the platform when we do these weekly updates. And that's, I think, as this grows bigger and bigger, things are looking pretty well right now. Over time, that'll become more of a platform, and we won't be able to talk about every single token that comes through. But right now, we've got 3 confirmed with a few more out there waiting to come in. We'll talk about them. If you want to launch a token on Pump and open up a fee sharing pool on Tibane.net, we'll talk about it. We'll show it on the stream, and I think that's not only are you getting a free way to do rev share with your holders and help people hold and not sell your token, but we'll also talk about it live on stream, and that doesn't cost anything either. Mark, is there anything you want to talk about that we missed?
No, I think we covered everything. I mean, as I said, I will have more updates next week, as there are some things that are in the making that I'll be able to announce then.
Yeah, that's the great part. There's always something that's going on. I put a post about that today. A lot of times people call a project or a CTO or a dev or these things, and it's like, what are they doing? It's like, oh, they're playing Doom or something. It's not what's going on here. Mark's working all the time. Besides what he's got going on with his real life, he's always building stuff. So by next Friday, we should have a Seeker DApp out for Tibane Labs. There should be a Seeker DApp out for VP.net, hopefully, which is interesting and really cool. So check that out. And should be some other updates and more tokens on platform, and we'll go from there. Again, apologies for the abbreviated show today, but I think we did a good job and hit everything. Is there any final thoughts from you guys, or we'll just close this thing out?
I think we're good.
All right.
I think we're good. Thank you, Mark, for being with us and always working on the project. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, George, for showing up. Thank you, Mark, for coming in. Everybody that watches these, that shares and follows, and all the people in the X community, all the people rating and doing everything they're doing. We appreciate you. If you're just finding this for the first time, Mark is the former CEO of Mt. Gox. Came in and CTO'd a meme about his cat Tibane that was launched by George over a month ago now, month and change. CTO'd it and is now a very serious builder on Solana, making utilities for the trenches at Tibane.net for the token Chief Pussy. We encourage you guys to go look and see what's available there. All the utilities on Tibane.net are, user and trencher focused. You've got an incinerator that you can use for 0 fees, tip optional, so you can burn tokens and reclaim your Solana rents on any wallet. Any wallet, that, even if you don't have Solana up front, but you have open token accounts, you can close it, and the protocol will take your transaction fee out of the back end. So any wallets you have that have open accounts, but you may not have Sol, you can still close them out at Tibane.net Incinerator. We have a CTO monitor for pump CTOs. You can stake 100,000 Chief Pussy tokens, and you'll be able to watch up to 3 CAs. You'll notified by email the moment a CTO fee changes over, so you can be assured about your tokens fee structure, or if you're watching other tokens you have money in, you can do that as well. And that's stake wall. Doesn't cost anything up front. You got to have 100,000 tokens staked, and then you'll receive fees back from the pool over time. And then we have the premier option for fee share on the Solana network is the staking pools at Tibane.net, which are 0 fees to set up, 0 fees for maintenance, and you can set anywhere from fraction of 1% up to 100% of your fees from pumped on fund. That's every SPL token or SPL 2022 token now, and direct fees to your holders automatically, and let them claim, let them be rewarded for holding your tokens and staking up. And it's customizable every way, from the amount of days you want to stake, the days you want to lock up, how much you want to send over, what your minimum stake is, all that stuff's there. And if you're confused about setting that up, just send a DM to me, George, or Mark. We'll get you taken care of. So we appreciate you. You guys have a fantastic Friday. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you back here next Friday for the week 6 update of the Tibane Labs. Tibane Labs and Chief Pussy adventure. So thank you guys. Have a great day.
Yes, and you're welcome to also join the spaces we might do in between.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We do try to do at least a space or 2 between Monday and Friday. So they're usually in the mornings Eastern time, around 11. If we do them, so watch for that as well. And if you're not following the X account yet, follow Mark, which is Magical Tux on X. George is Thumbs Up Guy with some numbers at the end. What's your X account, George?
It's Thumbs Up Guy 420.
Thumbs Up Guy 420. That's right. And I am Vanguard 0x on X, and the account for the project is Tibane at Tibane Labs, TIBANE LABS. Thanks, everybody. Have a fantastic day.